today I got 2 yogurts here this morning. This is going to be breakfast, and I figured for a little bit of protein, let's see, what is this? Quarter cup is the serving size, and a quarter cup's got like 4 grams of carbohydrates, 1 gram of sugar, and 3 grams of carbs, or 3 grams of fiber. So essentially, this is no carbohydrates. Or excuse me, hold on. That would be 2 grams. So 4 grams of carbohydrates, 3 grams of fiber, 1 gram of sugar. Anyways, whatever. I'm just adding this up. I'm going to put a little bit, we'll sprinkle this on top of the yogurt because each one of these has got like 15 grams of protein. And I'm sitting here at the shipper. I'm parked at the dock. I'm waiting on them to, I got here yesterday, but they had the stuff staged. It was ready to go on the trailer, but they didn't have the paperwork. And so I offered to get a blank manifest and, fill it out for them, because they already had the labels and stuff on the product that I was picking up. And anyways, the guy wouldn't load it. So I was like, okay, all right, no, what time do you guys open in the morning? And so anyways, I got a little bit longer to go, and then they should hopefully they'll get me loaded here soon. So, but anyway, I'm gonna eat a little bit of breakfast, and hopefully, so I messed up here the other day and I only had like 1 of these for breakfast, and then I was starving, so I was going down the road, and I had like a couple of bananas, and let's see, a couple of bananas. I had some pecans, and essentially I was just kind of starving. And so I got to lunch. I was going to make myself some like chicken style burritos, and I couldn't have it because I was sitting there calculating how many carbs I had already had for the day, and I had already gone over like 70 something. So I was like, ugh, I got too many carbs. So anyways, so we're doing another low carb breakfast here this morning, and then today I'm gonna have my pepperonis for my snacks, and then for lunch I'm gonna have my chicken burritos, and yeah, it's gonna be good. I don't know if I'll put the chicken like heated up in the crock pot or not later today, because it's already it's shredded, but I don't know. It kind of depends on if I'm in a time crunch or not. So, anyways, but yeah, yesterday was a little bit hectic. I had to reroute a couple of times because my GPS wanted to take me back on the interstate around Atlanta, and I was just like, if we do that, we're gonna be stuck, because the 5 o'clock traffic for Atlanta starts picking up around 3, if not before, and I was just like, we're gonna run out of time. And I was really low on my time yesterday, so luckily I've been to this place here before, and they have room for me to park here, and anyways, they said it was okay if I parked here overnight. I was like, okay, thank you. So anyways, but yes, it is dark outside. We are, we're waiting on the sun to come up a little bit, and like I said, we ain't got much longer to go before these guys open up. And then yeah, it's 9 drums. It's 9 drums. My clock has already come back, and I would already be going down the road, but delays. So anyways, but when these situations come up, after I get done being irritated and ticked off and like I was like, you know what, maybe the good Lord just doesn't want me on the road that early in the morning, because there's just something that's just I need to avoid. Maybe that's why, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just call this a day. This is a good thing. This is a good thing that I'm having this kind of delay. I don't see why right now, but maybe later. I don't know. But anyways, yesterday traffic was just, I had like 3 other stops, and it was 4 stops altogether. But I just, like I said, traffic and everything. I just it was insane. But but anyways, we made it, and so yeah. But I'm gonna go enjoy my breakfast, and then I'll get back with you guys when they get me loaded, and we'll go shut the trailer doors. Um, and yeah, we'll get going down the road. So stay tuned. So it's currently the next morning, and this particular place that I'm at, they operate 24 hours. Okay, so there's people here all the time, but there's certain people, I guess, that have to load this particular stuff that I'm hauling on the trailer, and the paperwork was locked up in the shipping office, and the person that I don't know if, for whatever reason, that no one can get to the shipping office to get the paper, to get the manifest. And the lady just come out here and, told her who I was with, and she said that so and so, because I told her, I said, hey, I got here, yesterday. It was late, but I got here yesterday. And she's like, oh, okay, you're here to pick. I said, yeah, so I'm here to pick up And anyways, and I told her, I said the guy that I talked with yesterday said that the manifest was locked up in the shipping office and he didn't have a way to get to it. So I said, but if you can't get to it, I said I have a blank manifest. And she said that the person that's I guess that works in that office, they're not coming in today. And I was just like, so in other words, I could have got loaded last night. Or late yesterday evening. 9 drums. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. So, anyways, but yeah, she was polite, I was polite, and I was just like, you can't make this crap up. You just can't make this crap up. So, anyways, had the whole parking lot to myself, so it was quiet. I don't understand what the deal is with Georgia, but they need to like loosen up on their parking tickets that they give out when you park on their exit and on ramps. I mean, I know it's a safety situation and all, but like there's a lot of things that safety's just like, just has an overreach in my opinion. I mean, survival of the fittest. I mean, we should bring it back. But anyways, I don't think that's right to sit there and write a parking ticket for a trucker parked on the exit ramp. Like if they're sit there with their lights on, they're clearly out of the interstate traffic, or the freeway or whatever, and they're pulled over far enough that they're not hanging into the travel lane. I mean, I get it's a safety issue and all, but like, there's just simply not enough parking spaces at the truck stops and the rest areas, and the occasional rest or way station that might allow you to park there, and be inspected. But yeah, I just like, I don't know, Georgia, you really need to, I don't know who to talk to about that, because whoever's over all of that is gonna, their first thing that they're gonna say is it's for safety, and I'm just like, there's not enough parking. It doesn't matter really what time you start. It's like a lottery ticket, and then all the paid parking stuff that you can get at the truck stops. Number one, that can get expensive. Number two, that doesn't suddenly make parking easy. It's just as difficult to back into the premium parking spaces as it is the free ones. And some of them, like, you still need another trucker to, if they're kind enough to get out and spot you. But, yeah, I don't really know what the right answer is, but I feel like, because it doesn't matter, it seems like anywhere I go in the state of Georgia, like, there is the nasty, no parking signs on every ramp. And it's just like, really? Okay, so anyways, little pet peeve I have. And on to different news, I got a notification last night that my lavender plugs are going to be here, I think this weekend. So I'm like, freaking happy about that. Not looking forward to the labor that's coming with that, but you know, whatever. Oh, and I think I said this in the last video. I can't remember if I did, and if I did, I apologize for repeating myself. But my lavender plants, some of them have already got little flower buds on them, and they look so freaking cute. I'm thinking sometime in mid-May they'll probably be in full bloom, and it's gonna be so pretty because I love seeing them bloom. Let's see, what else? Oh, yes, this place that I'm parked at. Somebody through the woods has some cows, and that was kind of funny. To hear them cows singing their songs, and I guess it was feeding time, and I was just like, here I am, I'm in the middle of the city, you know, and it just, yeah, you don't hear cows too often. But yeah, it's nice and peace and quiet out here. It's not in like downtown city, you know, of Atlanta, but it's kind of it's technically in the outskirts. It's really more the actually I lied. It's actually more the butt crack between South Carolina and Georgia. But anyways, yeah, it's nice. It's nice. I don't know what it is about nature, but like, it doesn't matter what state of mind you're in. If you can just go out in nature and just like no electronic devices of any kind, just go sit and listen to the birds sing, or listen to the water running, or listen to the wind, you know, hit the trees and the grass or whatever, you know, and just, or the rocks, you know, depending on where you're at in the world. Like, quiet. It's really good for you. And I've talked to several people who were just like depressed, or they're just, you know, don't know what to do with their life, and just, I don't know what that is, but God set up a perfect therapy plan, and it's called nature. And you have to go out, and I'm not talking about like the little city parks where you can still see the skyscrapers and the city limits and all that kind of traffic and you can hear it. I'm talking about like just legitimately quiet, you know, and just go zone out, essentially. So, anyways, but yeah, I'm sitting here watching these little birds. They're still small, that I don't know if the camera will even pick them up, but they're all over the place, and they're having their morning ritual, getting up, waking the world up, and getting their breakfast somewhere. I think probably courting each other. It looks like it's some little bluebirds, about the size of a Carolina wren, but they've got like a white chest, and then their back is blue, and they're probably not about yay big. Little things. So, yeah. The other news I have, not that this, well, it's really not news, but I found a company that sells the little it's Block-It Pocket. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with it or not. It's not an endorsement or a sponsorship or anything of that nature, but I went on their website, and they've got a beanie that you can wear to kind of like keep the cell phone radiation off of your brain. They've also got a headband, and then they've got several different variations of little pouches that you can put your cell phone in, and then carry it in your pocket or whatever, you know. And they've also got like a blanket thing. To me, it looks like a pillow for like your laptops and computers and stuff. But anyways, I bought the headband here, and I bought another little pouch for my pockets, because I have a little like leather one about yay long, and I just, when I put that in my pocket and then put my cell phone on the outside, because it's an absolute pain to like open up the Velcro strap and stick my cell phone in the pouch, and it just like, it's too small for my cell phone, because when I originally got it, my cell phone at the time was I think it was like the iPhone C. It was like the little tiny little cute little worthless little iPhone. But anyways, it was cute and I liked it. So anyway, it fit, but it doesn't fit for my new iPhone that I have. So anyway, our newer iPhone, I've that's another thing. Why do old cell phones cost hundreds of dollars? I remember in my mind when I was shopping and I finally converted from an Android to an iPhone. I'm sorry, I just like the rotten apple. It was like $200 was my limit, okay? Because I was like, this is a lot for a phone, you know. I mean, it's gonna break, you know. I'm gonna lose it probably, or just, you know, whatever, you know. The horse is gonna step on it because I dropped it on the ground or whatever. My dog's gonna bite it and run. I had a dog that was a really bad thief one time, and she literally would go around the neighborhood and start stealing people's work boots, lingerie, their purse, brand new purse, didn't have anything in it, socks. Just the chick, she had taste. She got good brands too, and I was just like, could you please stop stealing people's stuff, okay? Could you? And then she would show up at their house, or houses actually, and she got them to give her a bath. She got them to take her in and feed her for a little while, and then when she got done visiting, then she'd come back home to her real family and her real home, and just love it. I was like, you filthy little hoe. But anyways, yeah, because my dog, she came back, she was ultra clean one day, and I was just like, are you really? I mean, what's next? Flea and take medication? I mean, geez. And I mean, she wasn't tearing up anything, but then I guess every now and then, if they didn't treat her right, she'd just steal some of their belongings and bring them back to my house. I was just like, could you stop? Could you stop? But anyways, but yeah, I got the Block-It Pocket, and I got the headband. And I'm thinking probably, I don't know, I was like, when I'm going to sleep at night, truck stops, rest areas or whatever, there's so many people with so many cell phones and stuff, including myself. And too, I sleep, my cell phone, like a lot of people, that's your alarm clock. It's just easier. I mean, it's not that I don't know how to use an old analog alarm clock, or, get in touch with, my circadian rhythm, and get up with the sun and go to sleep with the sun. Personally, I would like to get back to that kind of lifestyle where you get up with the sun and you go to sleep when the sun goes down. Even with all the work that I do, I still, like, when the sun goes down or is going down, I'm getting tired. I would like to just call this a day, go to bed, and then I ain't got no problem getting up in the morning when the sun's coming up. But yeah, it just life didn't work out that way. I miss my childhood. Yeah, but I'm gonna get I've ordered the Block-It Pocket headband and the pouch and stuff, and so and I'm just doing that to kind of, because it's funny, because I was listening to the radio here the other day, and they were talking about men, and their, basically the fact that their fertility rates in general, it didn't matter what ethnic group you were a part of, and even women, just the general population, specifically here in the U.S., is like down. And I was just like, oh dear. Anyway, they had a whole list of reasons why it was probably going on and whatnot, and then it ties into the kids that are being born having defects and abnormalities and all this, the long list of a whole bunch of stuff. And anyways, but yeah, they were one of the issues that was concerning to them was the exposure of radiation from stuff like your cell phone. And they were talking about women who wear them up here on their chest, their pockets and stuff, and just completely frying all their goodies. And anyways, I'm a truck driver. My cell phone is always around, and I need to yeah, it would be good to have a couple of different Block-It Pockets, to block the radiation and stuff, because I mean, literally, like, that stuff, I have no way of proving it, but I have had experience with my phone getting, like, really hot, and I was concerned about it blowing up one time. I was walking out in my fields, and I hadn't even been out there very long, but in my phone, it was like, I don't know, maybe midday or something, but I hadn't been outside, you know, yet with my phone, so it shouldn't have been like that hot. And anyways, yeah, and instantly when I put the Block-It Pocket in my pocket, the phone wasn't, I mean, I could feel the heat through my freaking jeans. Like, it was a little concerning. I was about to croak. But anyways, did that. Well, actually, no, I'm sorry, I'm telling you that wrong. I took it out of my pocket and put it somewhere to let it go, like, cool off, like in the shade. And I was like, you need to, you know, don't overheat, okay? And then when I came back, I put the Block-It Pocket, and I put the phone on the outside of the Block-It Pocket. It wasn't touching my skin anymore. And anyways, but yeah, ever since then I was like, oh, there's something, I mean, yeah, phones overheat, you know, and occasionally some of them do explode and catch on fire, and you know, and I've only heard like 1 or 2 stories of where it caused like some serious like burns to people's skin. But anyways, I was like, well, if it ever does blow up again, you know, maybe that Block-It Pocket thing will deflect it away from my body. Just a theory I had. But anyway, I said at the bare minimum that it'll at least keep the radiation off my skin and stuff, and just push that radiation away from me. And then they got another one where it's like a pouch, but at the top little piece of it is open up where your cell phone's camera can still look, and so you can hold it up to your face, and your camera's still exposed, but the radiation from your phone is still, you know, being projected away from your head. So I was just like, I need to save all the brain cells I have left, so let's invest a few dollars into this, and let's keep Christy healthy, you know. So anyways, let me go check on these people. I mean, we should have long since had the 9 drums loaded on the trailer. Long since. And it's been about 15-20 minutes. So it's probably a paperwork issue. She's probably trying to figure out some of the other information that I don't have, and I can't give it to her because I don't have it. And I don't know these details. I just know the basic stuff that needs to be on the manifest. And I told her how to fill out all the important stuff. But there's like 1 or 2 little things that I literally can't, I don't know what the info is, because it's something that's generated between the booker and buyer, or broker and shipper, you know. I don't get that. I don't have them kind of credentials. So anyways, but I will be back, and hopefully we can get going down the road, because I got a lot of miles to do today. These people, I kid you not, had the audacity to have a safety meeting where everybody got to attend. And you know what? My paperwork, it wasn't even in the freaking shipping office. I had to wait an extra 20 minutes. Maybe 30. Go! Causing me stress for no reason. The things that I go through as a truck driver. And then they didn't know how to fill out the paperwork. I had to explain it again. I love my job. I love it. It is, I mean, today, oh boy. Boy. Anyways, I gotta jump out and shut my trailer doors. So, we'll go do that real quick. I can't even talk crap about them, because they're usually pretty good. It's just the people who are normally here to load my trailer, they're not here for whatever reason. And they're killing me. But anyways, we got So got 9 of them loaded on there. Now we're going home. Oh my goodness. It's always something. When you start adding in like multiple stops, something always seems to either go really good or really bad. Alright. Let's get that one there too. Let's get going down the road. Here's your girl. Your girl got to go. You gotta go. It's way too long. Way too long. 9 drum jobs and hours of change. Hours of change. Alright guys, so got the zero net carb tortilla wraps, got the chicken fajita meat here. I was wrong, this seasoned meat here, and it seems to only show up in the seasoned meat. It's got 3 grams of carbs for every 3 ounces, so I'm just going to grab a couple of pieces, throw it in the tortilla wrap. Add a little bit of spinach. It's got 3 grams for the serving size is 4 cups. I'm only going to grab maybe less than a handful of that, so that's really 4 olives is like, what I say, yeah, 1 gram. Then we got the cheddar cheese here. This is 2 grams for a 1/4 cup, so there's no way I'm putting a 1/4 cup in 1 tortilla. Love Daisy here, 1 gram of carbs for every 2 tablespoons, so still pretty good. And mustard has like no carbs. Yeah, no carbs right there. So anyways, so I'm gonna make my tortilla wrap. I'm taking a break, gonna have some lunch, and yeah, so let's get to it. Oh, buddy. I don't know what happened to, but this shirt that I have on today, the folks who clean our uniforms, they skipped this one, I guess. I don't know, or they cleaned it and then they poured something on it afterwards, because I got a huge like oil stain or something, I don't know, all to the side of it, and it's just like, I don't know if you can see it here, but bad lighting here, but it's like massive. but it was like my last shirt I had, and I was like, I've really gotta, I got to wear something today. So I don't want to wear out my good clothes, because, well, we did mess with some nasty stuff, and I just don't want to get it on my clothes. Alright, this smells so good. If you just get regular chicken, it's not seasoned or anything, it shouldn't have any carbs. But if you get the seasoned stuff, like the breaded chicken strips and all that stuff's gonna have carbs. So just be mindful of that. Should have totally put the spinach on first, but whatever. I would love to wash some of this stuff, but I just don't have the time. Boy, I've been excited about eating these dang tortilla wraps now for days, and I'm just like, today is the day I'm gonna make one. There's 3. I freaking love black olives. Some of my family doesn't, but I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with you for black olives, especially on like a foot-long sub. So good. Anyways, oliving. There. Up there, come on. Ugh. Put it in my little trash can. I need my spoon, don't fall off. Oliving. 1 little tablespoon of goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, there. Just requires 2. It's just, yeah. Just a little bit of mustard. I wanted to heat the chicken up, but your girl just ain't got that kind of time. So anyways, this is what it looks like. I'm gonna wrap this up. I might actually throw a second tortilla wrap on this, just so it doesn't like fall apart as bad. But yeah, this is lunch, and I'm so it smells so good. Anyways, I'm gonna go eat this, and then we're gonna get back on the road. All right, guys, we have parked. Boy. Oh, I forgot to mention too, I got some new drives here last week, and they look so much better than the other drives I had. The other drives I had, they were weird, like that. The wishbone, I had both my wishbones were literally just slapped. She totally wore the frick out, and I got to get the hammer to open or to shut this trailer door again. But anyways, we are unloaded now. I gotta move that before they load me tomorrow. But and I got one strap. It might be in the other trailer. I think it's in the other. I got one of these straps. It's dark like this, not the yellow one. But anyway, the clamp itself is completely like just broke. So anyways, but yeah, I got my shower ready or reserved. I'm waiting on that. Oh. Yeah, I gotta go get the dang Gotta go get my dang hammer so I can shut this door, because it'll shut part of the way and then it'll be stuck, and then it'll be like, oh my gosh, I can't lock the door. But anyways, this guy's parked, so I'm not worried about him backing up. If he does, I'm bailing. So anyways, all right guys, well, that is it for this week. And yeah, I think there's a truck parking next to him. Nope, he's 2 feet spaces over. Sounded like he was closer. But anyways, all right, so that's it for this week, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and as always, I will see you guys in the next vlog. Mwah! Bye. for tomorrow. Picked up my trailer and it's got trailer tires ain't balanced. Trailer tires are wearing funny. Got somebody out here jogging. Alright. This way, when I go to pull my arrows out the side box, it won't be a complete nightmare all the time.